Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you guys for following and watching. Hopefully, that report for the 2 days. I know it's been a little longer. Help you out. Would love to hear from you. But we got some lot of things that we need to be looking more forward. When I'm talking about looking at more forward, and there, particularly today, as the moon is going to be transiting into Scorpio, that is going to be looking at into a shadow, where it been, but where it's going to be. Even early in the morning, it is going to be about the growth. That is going to be the time of you see your weaknesses, you see the weaknesses in others, you see things with others, and so on, but you grow from that. Okay. This is when you taking of that observation mode within yourself, and from that observation mode, you can determine it from within you. That is a good for you, bad for you, or so on, from other people's experience. This is a highly beneficial, very powerful, but during through this process, we are going to have a lot of challenges, right? We've seen that the challenges are rising, and the intense energies is rising. We can feel that something is coming to happen so much and so forth. But all the purpose is going to be about to find yourself, your true self. This is going to be attached, this energy is going to be following us until the next year. And we have from now until the next year this setting, okay? This perfect setting that you're going to look into your shadow, you're going to see what you don't like, you're going to see what you don't get it, and then you're going to be start creating a plan. As you're creating a plan, you're going to be building yourself up, and as the way you're going to be build yourself up is going to be start getting and practice it next year. Some of you already done this, so you may gonna feel like you're in the waiting game, just kind of like you're sitting in the and wait for it. Okay, this is like sitting on the airport and your plane is gonna be in 10 hours, and you're just like, what should I do? Can't do anything about it. You gotta wait. Um, that is gonna be the Piscean energies that's gonna comes in because as the moon it's going into Scorpio, we're gonna be seeing these emotions from Scorpio towards Pisces. It is about don't hurry up, don't make the things in a based out of the emotions, don't act quickly, okay? But be patient, okay? Be patient, and it's gonna be about this patience situations in there. Now with this patience, you can learn on yourself, learning your craft and negative in there. For some of you, though, it's not gonna be a learning craft and so on. For some of you, this is gonna be like a plan for revenge. That is a Scorpio, okay? Vengeance and revenge, that's what they live, that's their house in there. But this is going to be a lot of learning lessons. But the divine energies are going to comes in. As you see it in this picture, it is about that moments when you have something, you got something, you've been to somewhere, and all of a sudden you remember it, that you wanted to be free. You remember it that you wanted to go ahead and succeed in a totally different field. You wanted to remember your dreams as who you always wanted to be. That didn't happen. And now with this, it's going to be a reminder that you're going to have a second chance. You to go ahead and make it happen. All right, so with that being said, as an introduction, let's go and going through what's going to happen today, right? Oh, we're going to see a very powerful divine energies is going to be coming in as the moon. It's going to be by the end of the day with the sun. This is going to be some very powerful, so stay tuned until the end of the chart reading, and we are going to have a lot of fun. Well, you guys seeing it, a lot of going on. We have Pluto opposing Mars more and more. We have this square of the Sun begins to squaring Mars more and more. We have a lot of pressure of the authority within this in desire to fight for what is right, but we don't know what is right. But we want to fight for what is right. We're seeing these energies of Lilith that entering Scorpio. She's squaring Pluto. The shadow sides is kind of like a talking within us and seeing it what we do. And the same time, we're learning from the shadow, right? But we're waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning. The moon is going to be descending. This is going to be a divine energies from the sun as the sun rises up together with Jupiter. That is it about the authority and the growth when a day comes in. And they're looking where? Into the shadow. But without energies within the shadow, what is it, the purpose? What are you looking at for a purpose? The purpose is you to be okay into the material world as the ascendant is rising with Uranus. So with this energies, the midheaven, it's in a very good positions within Capricorn, we have very good positions of this angel wings between the moon, midheaven, Uranus ascendant, and everything that goes on into Pisces. Okay. Good news, Venus is going direct. You feeling it, the energies of the shift in there. You're probably still gonna have like your head, it's a little bit offset, off balance in there because of the shift that goes on within you. But right now we have everything, it goes what? Everything goes direct. So now is the time for things to go and move forward. And with this moving forward, you may gonna make some a lot of beautiful and powerful decisions as long you not put your pressure, attentions, expectations over somebody else for personal gain. Yes, that's what this is all about. All right, 8 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be a Gemini. Communications time is going to be rising up on the front of us. Wow, we need to work with what? Transformations and change. How are we getting transformations though? When somebody tells you what you need to change from with you, how do you take it? Okay. Um, First of all, as a Gemini, a lot of the Geminis take it deeply personal because they can feel it. It's like, what do you mean about me? Oh, I don't have a bad side. I'm always perfect. But that perfection is also, it's kind of like with pretty much with all the zodiac signs, okay? But when we're talking about the Scorpio, Scorpio is the typical, I will put it more in a masculine perspective for you. That is the typical playboy with the shirt, with the beautiful, perfume, excellent within the physical appearance, strong muscle, presenting a power in itself, with a lot of insecurities deeply from within. So, when all those energies are emerging from the shadow, we are going to be seeing it, those positions in there. We're going to be seeing it, a lot of this coming up, and that is going to be the need of transformations. You to go ahead and while you're here on Earth, you to begin to work on saving your soul. But I'm not saying saving your soul. I'm saying more it is about evolving your soul, evolving your experience. And this is energy that it's going to becomes and it triggers some Pluto. Of course, people who doesn't want to change, you cannot change. You can bring the horse to the river, but you cannot make them drink. All right. So with this being in mind, as the days go by, in the 9 o'clock, the midheaven still is going to be an Aquarius, beautiful sextiles with the Chiron and the Sun, beautiful, beautiful trines with Jupiter. We're seeing that desire, the grow together, growth in a team, working within a team. This all this energy that is, let's get the things rolling, let's get the ball rolling, let's innovate and call this and that. And the moon that is going to be at Scorpio is going to be like, I have things to do. I have to find myself. I don't want to be involved anymore of things that doesn't improve me because I need to have this personal thing. And now that energies that it's gonna coming from Uranus is gonna be is about this. You to find your spot into the material world. So as Uranus is opposing the moon, okay, it is about to tell you that you should not have making those sudden changes. Okay, you want to have certain changes. You know, kind of like if this doesn't happen, I will do this. If that doesn't happen, I will do this. In there, it is because of you acting on a base of what the deep emotions. Hi, Food Tasty. Glad to have you here. And well, welcome. It's the right moment, divine moment. It is what it is. So, seeing it within yourself is very important. Okay, there is a very good Napoleon Hill talks about when you build yourself in a secret. Well, this is about that you're training your emotions, intuitions in there in secret because the biggest secretivity is where at Scorpio. Okay, you're looking at within yourself, you're doing it within yourself, but the moon is looking at where? The moon is looking at, first of all, with those divine energies towards the growth, towards the authority, but she seeks the guidance from Saturn. Okay, that is a one you are gonna be looking at to something that is more wiser than you, and you are naturally you're gonna be pointing out in this hour to seek something else because you need some more informations, right? All right, next hour, 10 o'clock, we have a midheaven that's going to be at Pisces. Beautiful, beautiful energies with the ascendant there. The moon is trining Mars and Saturn, very powerful moments within this. Now, the warrior know how to managing its own deep emotions. Now, the moon is supporting those emotions. Now, Saturn is supporting everything. Now all these energies, particularly that currently the Venus North Node and Saturn, they're all trining Mars and they're trining the Moon. That is going to be this energy that is going to be put all this together would to give you the perspective of where this is going to go. Um, that is going to come in as later on we're going to have both Saturn and Neptune. They're going to go back into Pisces. But later on they're gonna move into areas and then they're gonna be moving forward. So this is why through those periods, right now, whatever we are going to build in the next few months, when before all the retrograde season starting, then we're gonna be learning what we have now built right, so we can correct ourselves. And the beginning of the next year, we can have the clean slate or better positions than the year right now. Because when you do the things here right now, you're gonna be doing it what? Prematurely. Because the new has not begun, which is Aries, and the old has not gone, which is Pisces. Okay? So look inside of you. There's going to be a lot of those changes. I'm talking about that particular energies right now. You see it in your screen. I'm talking about this. We weren't talking about that this energy is piled up. I was talking about when the moon is going to come to Scorpio. She is. Okay. So you're seeing at your intuitions that goes into the depths within yourself. You see how you're learning in there. The intuition is going to be start corresponding more within the authority of the sun and Aries. This is this divine energies between Aries and Scorpio. Those two, they can work very well together, very well until they have issues and they're gonna go find. That is the problem. Okay, who is more stubborn? Okay, so now we're seeing that the energies that the ascendant is rising together with Mars. Mars is under pressure. What should I do? What the right action I should get, and so on with this, and that is going to be particularly coming from the I have to do the things about myself. I'm not worried about the others. I have to do the things about myself. Yes, that's gotta be a moment, but don't be that kind of like a personality that you abandon everybody else. You have to be like the teacher, like the master. You see, the master doesn't seek for the student, knowing that the universe brings the student. When the students are ready, the teacher appears, right? And the teacher knows that. He doesn't look for students. The students comes to him naturally. It's the same way you have to think about yourself. You're both the teacher and the master of yourself. So when you are ready to be a teacher of your own self, you are gonna be the student of your own self. So studying yourself in there, you're gonna be finding the things more about from within yourself. It's gonna help you to create the proper actions to build that warrior within for a better enhancement soul experience here, because this Mars is in Cancer. It's in the family. We're all living here on this rock, and we all are one family. All right. Yes, 12 o'clock. We're gonna be seeing it next quite a bit, few times, and it's gonna be some challenging this 12 o'clock. We're talking about this ascendant that it's gonna be rising, but we're gonna see some Mars there. You see, when a Mars it gets to the firing Leo, it's gonna be showing up more of what you're made of. Okay. They said that, in order to see a one person who he really is, give him a power and a money, and you will see who he is. Okay. So that's what Mars actually, when he put it in this way, giving to the warrior money and a power, and see what he's going to create, a peace and prosperity, or demolition and destruction. So this is gonna be some of those energies that we are going to be, but that is about the learning experience, because some of the people who learn through the destruction and what they did, they're turning around and they're changing to a peace and prosperity, right? The wisdom of building your own self in Leo. All right, going on to the next hour. 1 o'clock, beautiful, beautiful energies with the sun. We're seeing that these green lights, they're coming from the south node now towards the sun and to the moon. Yeah, you've been there before. You've been at these positions before. You know what this positions is. Seeking it from the past, and you're wondering if the past is going to hunt you back. If the past is repeating yourself, why are you ending up in the same situations? You haven't resolved them. That's what they are coming behind you, right? But knowing this, now you understand you have to do the things what? 180 degrees out of that. Totally opposition change in there. So you can understand the other side. Okay? You can understand the other side. And this is gonna be challenges that it's gonna be in the way, but the intuition is gonna be leading to that spirit, to that depth, as the gravity is gonna be working in a proper way, because the more you're going down in extent, since the gravity goes around, is the same thing, you're going up there. If there is a force going in the positive directions, there is also a force that going in the same power, but in the opposite directions. It's a third laws of Newton. So don't think about that. This doesn't apply to you. Okay. But when you see it within this, the authority is going to be challenging that warrior within you. But the divine talk and communications from within yourself about intuitions and the sun and the authority is going to be leading you in a path of developing yourself better. You're going to be going through lots of good things. So do we. All right. Learning of destructions can lead into wisdom. And that is, we're going to see this energy in the next hour at 2 o'clock. That is going to be these divine energies from the ascendant. We talk about the end of degrees of Leo and the beginning of Virgo, right? You guys know what I'm saying about it. You've been experiencing, you're feeling it, and you know what you're doing here. You're here to enhance your abilities and capabilities as a soul and art. So, knowing that this is that wisdom, we're seeing it the very powerful trines that's coming from the ascendant towards the sun, but there's going to be some challenges with emotions in the universe. Why? You don't like it the way it is. Oh, why would the universe will put me to this way? I'm a good person. I have to be, be a more easy, comfortable. Maybe the universe can give me a gift. I have to go to the vacation and being in a Palm Beach. I did my inner work. What the heck? And the universe says, like, come on, you're here to learn more. If I don't give you a work, this is how it's gonna be. And this is what is gonna be some of that energy of situations and emotions that you're like you didn't got what you wanted, what you're expecting. It's kind of like you're making a deals with the divine, and divine says like we are gonna be pushing you to what you need to experiencing for you to be. When it's gonna be your time for getting your rewards, you will get them. Don't worry about it. Okay, but right now, if you're doing the things to get the rewards, with that kind of like a situations, you kind of like making a business deal with the divine. Oh, they're gonna slap you, and that's what you should stay away from this. Okay, you're just doing your divine missions. All right, yeah. Go ahead. Virgo's gonna tell you that in the next hour at 3 o'clock, particularly with those divine energies towards Pluto. There's going to be some very, very powerful energies of organizations with the divine. Hopefully, you guys going to be learn, and hopefully you doing the right things. Midheaven is going to be with Uranus. In the universe, it says like, how many times, guys, I have to tell you, I want to make the earth to look like it's in its heaven, because that's going to leading to expansions of the soul. Once the souls are expanded, so is the universe. Some of you may be hearing this for the first time. Some of you may be, oh my God, Dio, yeah, I was wondering what was this all about. That's what this is all about. It's about expansions of the universe. And somehow, some way, through Uranus, we are getting those energies of the universe that comes into us. The ancients figured that out. We didn't figure that out. Okay? We're just following the energies, I hope. We have a very beautiful kite that it's made in there. That kite, it is with Mars, it is with Saturn, Venus, Mercury, the North Node. All that energy is pointing out to the tip of the iceberg, which is what? What the heck are we doing here in the material world and the plane of existence? What kind of work do we have to do? And we have to practice on souls in the material world. That is what you came here for. Your soul to embody the body. Okay? That's it. You embody in your soul, and you're doing the work, and you have an experience with your body, an experience with your soul. And it's going to be a time when you borrow it to this body, you have to give it the body back into the earth. Okay? Ash to ashes, dust to dust. We all have to go back in there. But with those changes, those challenges that it's gonna be, right now Uranus says like, I can help you with everything. I can do everything for you. I can get in all this. I can give you some planning. I can get you everything. But you have to do it. Okay? You have to do it. Like every Taurus out there who is focusing within their work, it's relentless. I have to be the provider. I have to be this organizer. I have to make sure it secures. There is a roof and so on and so on in there, because that's what it is. It's about the survival. But the survival in the proper way, it's coming from the spirit to work for the survival time. you to be here on this earth. Okay? Don't overdo it because you're forgetting that you have a spiritual work to do. And this is going to be also a great organizing energies from Virgos that it's coming. We know how this is going in there. Just don't overdo it perfections, okay? Many of the astrologers are saying that, and it says them in there. Perfections lasting for that much. All right. Midheaven at it's gonna be at Gemini is the Dwati. Should I do or should I not? Some of you maybe feel this energy of what is this? I'm a doomed if I do, and I'm doomed if I'm not. Maybe I should not do anything. No, you're learning. Okay. If you win, if you get the things right, everything's gonna be okay. If you get the things wrong, you're learning how to do it right. Everything's gonna be okay. That's what you should look in there. Okay. It is about those adjustments that you're doing. But it's gonna be require particular communications. Open up from within yourself. Communications there leading of how do you listen your shadow, how do you listen your emotions, and then how you're controlling them. You see, during Mars squaring the sun, it's very hard to control those. Okay, this is when the authority, and let's say like the authority, the government has problem with the military. And the military and the authority, the government, they don't understand each other. They're not on the same page. This is going to be a peace, and it has to be the peacemakers, right? The warriors, okay? They have to be there in there, right? And this is how you're going to be feel from within yourself. It's like, what is this all about? It's about you to learn where is your internal peace from within you. And your peace is where? In the soul. And the last thing in there that you're going to experience is in Pisces. Who is in Pisces? Venus. So Mars is going to be looking for his Venus at Pisces. And that Venus in Pisces is going to bring that peace into that Mars and the emotions. Because right now Venus is moving forward and Mars is moving forward, and Leo, Venus is going to be helping in Mars. So Mars can calm down and not creating wars, but beginning to grow up from a man to be a wise man, wise father, right? Wise king. The growth, it's there. All right. The next hour, a lot of energies everywhere. I mean, we're talking about midheaven and the ascendant is going to be this interchange interlocked yachts. Usually, that is one of the divine energies is entering one planet. It goes in there, goes to another planet, goes from there, goes to another point or a planet. And now we're seeing it that the inner work is particularly focused within that. Okay, remind us about in the morning when we had Jupiter as divine energies towards the moon. That growth, what are we doing it about today? So without the energy going down into the moon, from the moon it goes into the sun, and the sun is like, I need to know. And the sun is gonna get the divine visions from what? From Virgo. Okay. Now that's divine order when it enters the authority. It's gonna be leading to the intuition. It's gonna be like, hey, I saw these visions, I saw these things, and I see this divine order. I need to go through that. And then that energy is gonna comes up into the moon. You're gonna working out your shadow, and then it's gonna be leading into outward communication, socializing with others. Now, if you don't sensing all those energies, you're standing against Saturn, stand against the North Node. You're staying in your South Node. You're repeating the past. You're gonna have a T-squaring your inner work in there, and you're wondering what you should do. At the same time, Uranus, the Mars, the Moon, they're all helping you out with that visions. But if you don't see it, guess what? That authority, that sun right there, it's gonna be squaring with Mars. Mars is squaring Lilith. Lilith, it is squaring Pluto, and Pluto squaring the sun. Here it's your push of the button and it's ending everything. Why? Because you can't work it out into the divine thing. Because you don't know who you are. You don't know what you're here for. And that's what the moon, that it's in Scorpio. It's coming out of Scorpio. Now it's telling you who you are because you found who you are today. You know, that person who was dreaming always to be what it was meant to be. But you had to listen parents, you had to listen lifestyle, you tried to fit where you're not belong to. And that's what you are not happy. That is the main reasons. You're trying to fit in a place where you're not meant to be. So this is gonna be some bringing in some challenges, but those challenges they're gonna come down in the next hour. We've seen it. It's the energy is not gonna be that much rich in there. Basically, breathe, right? You're gonna be breathing, okay? But there is some challenges within the family. Family patterns. This is about 6 p.m. It's like, okay, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to organize. I don't have things about what? My own self. Well, this is what you've been doing when you're sacrificing yourself, right? And with that energies of sacrificing with yourself, it is not about not to fulfill your family duties. It is about don't forget who you are because you forgot who you are. You had to put the face mask of what you were told you to be because you were told you have to be this, you have to be that. Nobody told you. It says, like, you know what? Be yourself. Be love, be yourself. Those are the things that are principles that comes in and help you. All right, next hour we have in a midheaven. There's going to be joining Mars, more challenges within the authority. That's more masculine energies in there, but we've seen how the feminine energies is balancing this. We've seen how the moon within the emotions within Scorpio. We see Venus, North Node, Saturn, Mercury, all these guys. It's trining all this, and I put this in a very beautiful, very beautiful masculine divine wisdom. Okay. This is like a Gandalf. Okay. Gandalf was not afraid. He was always kind of like this troublemaker. I can put him more as a form of Sagittarius. Okay, who was doing all this stuff. He didn't look at it so much for himself and so on. But Gandalf had to overcome, had to go ahead and move himself from the Gandalf the Gray to the Gandalf the White. Okay, and this is that transitions is in there, that softness that he has, this wisdom that he's got. It is about to inheriting both intuition and your feminine and masculine energies to comes together. Stop separating what is not needed. Okay, you need to unify them. All right, well, that unifications maybe gonna be some challenges, a lot. Oof. Some people's gonna have a lot of because things are not in balance. But you've seen it, the South Node is in divine energies with the Sun. We have Uranus divine energies with the Ascendant Lilith. And we see these divine energies that are going through Saturn, the North Node in there, as the Moon has still these divine energies. They're very beautiful with the Sun. It's kind of like looking like the cube, okay? And we are talking about the Metatron cube. If you look at it a little bit deeper within a chart in there, you've seen it. those are the energies that everything is the way it is. Are you working, but it is what it is. But there's gonna be no balance. A lot of this squaring and G-squaring is gonna put some pressures. But the good trine is there is gonna be the power. But the good trine is gonna be working with the divine energies. Okay, you don't put the divine energies in there, you're gonna be feel like I don't know where is it leading me. Okay, this intensity is gonna be pushing you to comes out of the shadow. It's gonna be kind of like a catapult. You're gonna feel like, you know what, I gotta get out of this. And we're gonna be seeing it in there. You're gonna be seeing it. Very powerful moments are coming. Here it's we're doing the inner work of this Leo's energies in there. Now we're understanding our purposes, that we had to become divine. We're working with the divine. We understand not to cross the boundaries with the universe and anything else that it should not be, not to stay against this transformations. And now we're becoming what? Grown up, wise people who understand the purpose of the soul having an experience on earth. Okay, how to say this self-development in there. Okay. And don't be kind of like this. I was looking at today. There was a very good psychological videos in there. Is like the big issue. It is why did the kids don't grow properly? It is because the mother did not allow the father to be a father. It's basically like, no, you should not teach him this, you should teach him that. So basically, the female, it is the mother, it's forcing the father to do what the mother think is right without recognizing that it's going to need these masculine perspectives in there. Okay, so it doesn't this is gonna be this moon squaring midheaven at Leo. It is about that moment, because that is a that stubbornness of what it needs to be can create a lot of confrontations, particularly that the midheaven is going to be a T-squaring from Uranus and Taurus, and the moon is still at Scorpio. And we got this stubbornness of, oh, it's gotta be my way. You gotta allow it to be divine way. All right, 10 o'clock, divine energies with Jupiter is about the divine growth. Have you divinely grow today? You may gonna ask yourself, what did I grow? What did I add it into my soul experience? What did I got from this? Very powerful moments. You see that a midheavens pretty much doesn't have an aspect is right now. Why? Because you have to take a time to think about yourself. What did you did? How did you did it? What did you do? And so forth with that standpoint. So take time. You can do go for a walk, meditation, shower meditations is helpful too because we are in the water. And that water at 11 o'clock is gonna come. We're gonna see the moon at 11 o'clock. Very beautiful and a powerful emotions. And the moon is gonna be ready. I am ready to sharing that. I'm gonna be ready to share this wisdom with other people. I'm getting it out of this shithole. I'm getting it out of all this. I'm gonna be fixing it myself. I'm gonna be putting into this. All right, but it's gonna be require some work. So in the next 2.5 days, we are gonna have those expressions in Sag. Okay, but when the moon is gonna be going into Capricorn, somebody have to walk the talk. That's what it's going to be. Okay, so this is what it was, the astrogravitational report. We're also seeing it here at 11 o'clock that the midheaven is with the south node pointing again towards the sun, with the moon. These beautiful, yeah, these beautiful divine energies today that we have and coming into us for what? For us so we can be reminded of who we are, what we are doing, where we are going, and most of all, to remind of ourselves who are we. All right, guys. And tomorrow we are gonna be going through lots of these shifts within a Sag. I'm gonna show you in the morning. I think it's gonna be some interesting as we are getting at that expressions in there. We see this beautiful trance is gonna be made it with Neptune, depth of the new beginnings. You're gonna be talking about these new beginnings. It's like I need to do something new. You're gonna get these firing energies within yourself. But don't forget about it. Too much fire can make them burn. But it is a good thing that the moon is still trining Mars. It's trining everything in Pisces a little bit in there with the orientations to what? To going into Aries. But we are going to see that the moon goes on more and more into a Sag. We're going to go ahead and see the next step. That's going to be the squaring everything that is in what? In Pisces. And we're going to be seeing it of what is not okay. It's not okay just to talk. You also have to what? Walk. We're going to see this in the next 2.5 days. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow. Be love, guys. And thank you for the comments.